Good evening, everyone. It's your friend Russell Kaye. Welcome to another edition of the Music Dreams USA Radio Artist Spotlight Show, which is being brought to you by Blue Shamrock Music and my friend Mr. Stephen Brady. On the show this evening, we're going to do something for the first time ever on the Music Dreams USA Radio Artist Spotlight Show. We have never interviewed an artist who is actually just an instrumentalist artist. And that's what we have on the show tonight. And so for the first time ever, we're gonna make history with you. And thank you, welcome aboard, and thanks for so much for watching. And make sure you tell your family and friends about our show. If you're an upcoming aspiring artist, you want to be on our show, reach out to Blue Shamrock Music and Mr. Stephen Brady, and we'll be more than happy to get you on our show. So without any further ado delay, let's meet our special guest this evening. Please welcome Mr. Anthony Baxter. He is in the house. Mr. Baxter, how are you, sir?
Doing good, mate. Doing good.
All right. So, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. And where are you
Yeah,
calling us from? What part of Australia are you in?
Tamworth.
Oh, Tamworth. That's a hot
Country
spot.
music. Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, country music capital.
Oh, yeah. So, well, with you being an instrumentalist artist, I mean, what made you get into becoming an instrumental artist?
Well, I played clarinet and piano in school. I was part of the school band there. I grew up sort of playing a bit of music. I didn't really have anyone in the family that played a musical instrument, so I sort of ventured that way myself. It wasn't until very later on in my schooling that I actually picked up the guitar. I was about 17, not too far off leaving school before I got into playing the guitar. I had a friend. He did the circuits in Tamworth and did a lot of shows down Central Coastway. And he had a lot of recordings of Barry Thornton and Lindsay Butler and Chet Atkins. And he said to me, take a few of these cassettes and CDs home and have a listen to these, as he knew I'd played a bit of music through the clarinet. And started listening to them, and I said, I want to do this. The way they played the traditional Australian style bush ballads and things like that is just something I wanted to be a part of. So a couple of weeks later, I bought my first guitar at a local pawnbroker in town, and the rest is history.
Wow. How long have you been in the music business for?
17, about 20 years
Wow. I
playing
bet
guitar.
you're probably loving every minute of it.
Oh, mate, it's flown by. Yeah, it's a great experience. I mean, you meet so many great people, and there's so many big opportunities once you're amongst it. So there's no looking back from it. It's something I'm very fortunate to be a part of, and what I'm involved with these days with the music is just incredible.
Well, tell me, let's talk about your music. I mean, can you kind of like explain to our artists what is your style of music? We know it's instrumental, but tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I started playing bush ballad stuff. Um, I've got a friend who is also an artist herself. She does a lot of work LBS music. Lindsay Butler's wife, Shazza Lee, she's a very, very good songwriter. She had written some songs for me. Bunyip Bounce was one, and Waddle in the Spring was the other. Where Our Heart Lives, she'd recorded a couple of years back as a vocal, and she said, we want to get a new instrumental out for you. We'll get a bit of a list going for you and see what song suits. And Where Our Heart Lives had popped up, and we did that as a recording. And also Pride of New England, which was also recorded a couple of months ago. She'd also written that as well as a vocal. So I've gone more towards traditional style music with my latest recordings. I do have a CD coming out very soon. I'm working on it now. Got a bit more to do, but it's not too far off production. So um, that we'll have a mix of songs. We'll have traditional bush ballad and also some Americana stuff as well. So the Carpenters and Johnny Denver as instrumentals on there for the CD.
Wow. If you if you're at a concert playing live, I mean, if the opportunity became available, do you have the ability to also to sing vocals as well, or is it just straight instrumental music?
No, mate, I actually went on tour with LBS Music with Shaz and Lindsay Butler, and I'd worked up a few songs to sing at each show as well as my instrumentals, and also did a bit of backing as well. So I'm sort of becoming versatile in both ways, and both the instrumentalist and also vocalist.
What's the difference between the both of those? I mean, obviously, it's different preparation and different songs and so on and so forth. So, how do you prepare yourself for that transition?
I think it comes naturally. Really, because I'm not a singer. Really, I'm sort of getting into it now. Um, it's just something I fell into. It's just something I didn't really have to think too much about. I mean, I had to work up the songs and learn the lyrics and stuff like that. But besides that, there's not really much difference between vocal and instrumental.
So, when you're putting music together, let's talk about the instrumental part of it first. When you put your songs together, I mean, how do you get the audience to relate to an instrumental song? So let's just say we'll use one of your hits right now. So one of the songs you got out right now, actually you have a few that I actually want to talk about. So we'll use one as an example. So let's say that you wanted to use the one "Waddle in the Spring." So
Yep.
tell me about that one. So if it's an instrumental piece, how does the instrumental music relate to someone who maybe would be expecting some lyrics and there's no lyrics to it? So how does the instrumental piece of that get their attention to make them relate to the song title and the song itself? How does that work out?
I think it's the melody, mate. I think it's people catch along the melody, and that I think that's why it's so important when you're playing instrumentals to sort of um, because there's no lyrics that people can relate to. People can relate through instrumental music through the melody of it, and I think it's just generally how it's played, and how you go about putting an instrumental song together. So I think the main body and a lot of people have told me that it's the melody that catches them the most.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I've had an opportunity to listen to your songs. They sound really good. I mean, very,
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
very catchy, and yeah, definitely. I mean, thank you for making music great. So how does your song? What does your songwriting look like? Is it where you what does that look like for you?
I've only written one song. I am co-writing with Shazali on the new CD coming out. I'd written a song, Hunter's Melody. That was back in 27. The first recording was back in 2017, and then the second recording through LBS was in 2019. Um, the singles I've released, as for mentioned, were songs of Shaz's. So I am getting some more writings out there with co-writings with the new CD that'll be released very soon.
Awesome. So if I come to your show, what type of a show can I expect?
Um, well, mate, you won't expect just all instrumentals. I I where I can, I try to get some singers involved. I did a festival last year where I had to do, I mean, hour spots, full shows sort of thing, and instrumentals are great, but they can be a bit too much when it sort of goes on for a long time. So it's always a good idea to have a singer involved as well, just to break it up a bit. And there I can do some lead stuff for the singer in the background as well. So it's sort of a mixture of a bit of singing and also instrumentals.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. And so, what are you up to nowadays? I mean, you have any concerts coming up, or do you have any more music you're going to be releasing? What can you share with us tonight?
Yeah, mate. CD coming soon. Hopefully, it'll be released before the Tamworth Country Music Festival. I am releasing a track off the CD. I'm doing a song with Lindsay Butler on there. It's called Mount Scoria. Another Shazza Lee writing. So we'll be releasing that very soon. And yeah, mate, just sort of producing the CD, and there are a few shows in the pipeline, and some big stuff happening in 2025. I'm not going to mention that yet. That's a bit of a surprise thing for everyone. So um, more information will be released very soon with that stuff all happening in 2025.
How can our listeners who are watching now that we'll be watching later, how can they get in contact with you, and how can they download your amazing music?
Through YouTube has the CD release with Lindsay Butler, Boomerang Guitars. That was produced back in 2019. Shazza Lee has her music page, and there's Waddle in the Spring, Where Our Heart Lives, Pride of New England. Yeah, he's on there as well. And I think there's been a few, as for mentioned, songs on my YouTube as well. So look up Shazza Lee or Anthony Baxter on YouTube, and you'll find the music there. Also, Spotify. I think it's on Apple Music and iTunes as well.
Awesome. Have you met any famous people yet?
I have, mate. Yes, I've been very fortunate to share the stage with some well-known people, and also rub shoulders with Lynn Botel and Troy Casadale and all those big artists. I've had the privilege of playing guitar for Rex Dallas and sharing the music on stage with him. So I have been very fortunate, mate, to sort of get involved in the music industry and get to know so many great people.
I mean, that's definitely something I love about it too, where you meet people for the first time, and next thing you know, they're like your best friend. So
That's it, mate. Yes, definitely.
yeah, I mean, that's definitely something about the music industry. You've got that those group of people you can go to that are always going to be there for you, help you out, and everything. And with that being said, what is the best advice you've ever gotten from getting into the music industry? What was that? What does that look like for you?
Uh, to be honest, mate, I haven't really been prepped
Really?
for the music. I've just sort of gone into it, and whatever's happen's happened. You're going to get some negatives, and you're going to get a lot of positives. So you sort of just go along the journey and take what you can get, because it's a big industry out there, and everyone wants the same thing. So you just sort of got to do what you do, and yeah, just push forward with it, and just yeah, just go with the flow, I suppose, with the industry. So, but the good definitely outweighs the bad, and you meet so many great people that support you along the way. So, it's all a great experience. So, you just keep pushing forward, and yeah, just make music, and that's pretty much it.
Wow. So what can you share? Because we also have a lot of artists that watch our show too, like upcoming aspiring artists, just like yourself. What can you share with them? So maybe one day they can get to where you are right now.
Um, just keep going, perseverance. You need to persevere. I mean, I've had down days, and and things like that. It all comes natural, I suppose. You sort of think some days, am I doing enough? Can I do more? But at the end of the day, you look back and you say, I am doing enough. You get yourself out there, and I think that's the main thing, is just to push forward and just keep knocking on doors and do as much as you can. Go to shows, do festivals, and things like that. Get in contact with people, and just get involved that way, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's some great advice, and I couldn't agree with you more. So when you're not doing music, do you have any hobbies that you do?
Oh, mate, I've got two sons, got two boys. Hunter, my oldest boy, he lives with me, so he keeps me busy. I do a lot of recreational stuff, mate. I go on a lot of walks and things like that. So I'm sort of a very quiet person. My mind is always on music. I've always got a mindset of what can I do next? Is there something on social media that I can push a bit? So there's always something that I do, but I do have a few hobbies, but mainly my mind's set on music and stuff like that, just to make sure that I've covered every asset in a way, just to keep me going.
Wow, that's awesome. Is there anything you'd like to share with our audience tonight?
Oh, mate, I just thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, mate, for having me on board. This is a big thrill. Definitely about a first for me, doing a live stream from another country. So no,
Yes.
it's a big thrill. I thank you a lot, and I thank all your listeners, mate, for giving me the opportunity and enjoying my music. And there's a lot more to come.
Yeah, make sure you send me some of your music. And what I'll do is on our show tomorrow, we'll open up our show. We'll play some of your songs, and we'll dedicate to you on the morning show, which is the Russell K. Alexa and Sean Brown morning show weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Music Dreams USA Radio. And yeah, we'd love to play those songs for you.
Yeah, mate, that'd be great. The support is very much appreciated. We can't do it without you.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we definitely appreciate you as well. And as I mentioned earlier, thank you for making music great. Any final, as we wind down our show this evening, do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with us?
Um, I may just enjoy life. Life's too short. Go out and take the opportunities while you can, and just have fun. Enjoying our music and getting involved. I mean, like I said, mate, we can't do it without the audience and the radios. I have tried when I first started. I did try a bit to do it all myself. It's just impossible. So to have such support around me, and it just makes that experience a lot more fun and a lot more better.
So let's talk about our sponsor of the show, Mr. Stephen Brady and Blue Shamrock Music. How did you guys get connected?
Oh, mate, when I first, Waddle in the Spring, the CD I did with Lindsay wasn't released through promotional bodies. We sort of just recorded that and sort of sold it at shows. It wasn't till Waddle in the Spring that I got in contact with Stephen Brady and also Tracy and Darren Robinson at CRS Publicity. Yeah, mate, so I sort of got the links through the releasing of Waddle in the Spring.
Wow, that's awesome. And again, on behalf of Music Dreams USA Radio Art Spotlight Show and Blue Shamrock Music, I want to personally thank you for your time this evening. It was so nice to meet you, and thank you for sharing some really cool things about you and your amazing music. And we wish you the best as you continue on your musical journey. And get ready for part two, because we're going to have to come back for a second part.
That's right. Oh, that's the way, mate. My to-do list is to get over to the US. So it's something I'm very serious about. going over there and doing some music. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be over there.
And make sure you stop by the studios and you stop by and say hello to us, okay? We love to
Oh,
have
for
you
sure,
in the
mate.
studio. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
for sure. We'll get in the studio and do an interview.
That'd be awesome. All right, my friend. Well, you take care of yourself. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And, thank you for being a part of our show. And as I mentioned, get ready for part two.
Thanks, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. That was our friend, Mr. Anthony Baxter, all the way up from Australia. And we cannot thank him enough for his time this evening on the Music Dreams USA Radio Artist Spotlight Show, which can be seen every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, found right here on Music Dreams USA Radio as we stream live. If you're an upcoming aspiring artist and you want to get on our show, we'd love to have you. Reach out to Blue Shamrock Music and reach out to Mr. Stephen Brady, and he will make it happen for you. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching the show, and those people will be watching a little bit later. You got a great show you're going to be seeing, and we cannot wait to see you next Wednesday right here with another great artist from Blue Shamrock Music. Until then, it's your friend Russell Kaye wishing you and yours a very pleasant